Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Chainlink, aka Link. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So this was one of my main holders during 2020 into 2021, and it still is one of my main holdings. Now, I did not buy Chainlink extremely early. In fact, I was actually a little bit late to the party. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about where I did sell and where I rebought. So first off, when we are looking at the chart right now, it does look pretty good. It looks like it is gaining some support around those nice EMAs down there at about almost $7.50. We are currently trading at about almost $7.70. You can definitely see the resistance zone on the 3-day span here at the 50 EMA, which is that nice orange line that we did almost tap perfectly, and we rejected off of it. Now, I will say this: I'm looking at the OBV right now, the on-balance volume. It doesn't look too bad, honestly, but the issue here is that it is not looking that great either, but it is okay. It has been trailing a little bit higher than the June timeframe, as you guys do see on the chart. But like I said, this one during 2020, well, I should say 2020 and 2021, was a big leader. This was actually the DeFi summer. And you can definitely see where Chainlink was during this time frame. First off, its all-time high back here was about like $5.10. And you could see us trying to retest it during the March timeframe before, of course, the markets did sell off. And it did come down to test the 200 3-day EMA, which right now currently is at about like almost $14. But this was at around like almost 100, wow, $1.80. And you could see us breaking out above all the EMAs, gaining some support on them, and then ultimately trailing in the market all the way to about August 2020, which hit about almost $20 or so during this time frame. Now, I'm going to tell you where I bought in 2020. I did not buy this bottom here at about like $7. In fact, I actually bought a little bit higher. I think I bought around like $10 or $11. It was during like November when I had seen it. I got in it. It wasn't an incredible opportunity, honestly, but it did run to about like 50 to some dollars. I think I sold at around like 45. Again, sold a little bit early, but it's okay. Nonetheless, we did sell around the topping point anyways. I think it was like around $40 exact where I did sell almost, and we did hit that as a resistance zone going back to November of 2021 anyways. So it was a pretty nice trade on Link. It wasn't anything too special, but nonetheless, we did trail in the market for a little bit of time, and currently we have built a floor. In fact, our floor looks like to be around like $5.30, and it is looking pretty good at the current moment in time. Now, my price predictions for Chainlink going forward are well over $50 plus. I would say like it's within the $100 to $200 range. I know that that is a little bit conservative compared to where most people actually have put Chainlink. If we actually go off of, we could say, we'll go off of currently the wave that we're in, which is off of the major rejection going all the way back to August of 2022. Currently, I'm just eyeing the $65 range at the current moment in time. If we are looking at this on the log scale, actually, we can eye a little bit around like the $140 range, which is okay to me. I think that that's actually pretty safe. And if we're looking at the macro chart here, it's around like the $223 level anyways, which is still very good. Now let's actually talk about why these levels could be targeted with Chainlink. So first off, let's go back to the staking plans that were announced, as well as, you know, aiming to be the Amazon Web Services of Web3. So first off, the staking is coming in December. This is going to be a big game changer. Why? Because it's going to unlock a ton of value, and we're going to be talking about that here in a second. But also, I want to focus on a few other major announcements. So they have this new scale program as well as build. We're going to be talking about both of them in this video. But to me, I do believe that Chainlink is going to be the data-driven giant around crypto. In fact, they have been making their name known for a while, and here's that build program as well. One of the key aims of the build program is that more projects can emulate the success of the platform's early clients, which include lending platforms Avi and Synthetics, which both were incredible projects during the DeFi summer move. Now, I'm not too sure on Avi. I didn't get into Avi early, but Synthetics I was in a little bit earlier, which did perform fairly well. And I'm very excited for both of these two platforms. They do underpin Chainlink's long-awaited staking reward scheme, so this is going to be pretty big for staking as well. And we do see down here staking is going to distribute the value of the system accrues to the relevant participants, the nodes and stakers as well. It's an early kind of experimental v0.1 version, which I did talk about in my last few link videos, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. It's been a very long time since I actually made a link video, but it's going to be exciting. I think that this is going to be great, and there's quite a bit around this, in fact, in regards to like the size of the staking pool. We do see that it's going to start with an aggregate size of 25 million link tokens with the goal of expanding to 75 million based on demand in the following months after launch. So very exciting. And I actually forgot to mention that an eligibility app will be released on October 3rd as well. And here is Economics 2.0, capturing revenue while reducing costs. So this is pretty big. This is all being fed back to the stakers as well, as you guys do see up here. Like, here's the link stakers. It's going to be very exciting. A lot of the revenue sharing fees will go towards stakers as well as Chainlink build fees, which this is like, first off, I will say this. What the Chainlink team has designed here in regards to staking rewards is basically providing even more value to those who are stakers. So this is not only going to lock up a ton of link, but it's going to provide a lot of value to those who are locking up link. And I think that this is great because, again, you are essentially double dipping in regards to fees being built for stakers, which is awesome to see. And we do see here, Amazon for the Web3 era. Obviously, we don't have to talk about the Chainlink ecosystem. It is very large, which we've discussed in the past. But with this new move with the Economics 2.0, there's a revenue sharing dynamic emerging with Chainlink and other DeFi applications. The Chainlink co-founder stressed, however, the link will continue to be used by people to pay for services. What we're trying to do is make access to Oracle services very economical. And this is essentially that major move. Now, I think that this is the end. Yeah, this is the end. But this is going to be pretty big. And they have been making a major move around the dApps that are built out on the overall ecosystem. A lot of these are dApps that you guys are probably all aware of. Like I said, Avi, Synthetics, and there's a few other ones on here as well. I'm sure that you guys are probably, already aware of, like I said. But all of this is going to play a pivotal role in regards to the ecosystem. And we actually do see over here from Chainlink P. So this screen went quick at SmartCon, but do you see the revenue sharing fees from dApps will be going to Chainlink stakers, when the entire crypto ecosystem grows, so will the value of Link, beyond bullish. And yes, I do think that the value here is going to be very large. But now, let's talk about the biggest update that we've ever seen around Chainlink, and that is Swift and Link initial proof of concept using CCIP confirmed. Yeah, that's right. This is already confirmed. 45 seconds. Listen closely to this.
I think just to kick this off, we're going to begin talking about cross-chain. And in regards to that, just to set the stage, I'm very happy to announce that we are working on an initial proof of concept together with Swift on the use of CCIP. In the capital markets to enable communications and movement of tokens between a number of different institutions in a way that'll accelerate the adoption of DLT blockchains and benefit various institutions all over the capital markets. In that regard, I think we'll just start discussing.
And this made its way everywhere. And it is for good measure. I mean, when we talk about Swift, they are 1/4 of every single bank out there. That's right, 25% of every single bank in the world. 11,000 plus financial institutions, massive amounts of money moving every single day over Swift. 5%. I mean, first off, we've talked about Swift quite a bit on this channel. That's why I know so many stats around them. But they have been moving $5 trillion a day in transactional value. This is a huge opportunity for, Chainlink. We do see down here that this is all through the cross-chain interoperability protocol. It is an initial proof of concept, but I think that this is incredible because it is going to provide a quick on-ramp to crypto through Swift. This is huge. CCIP will enable Swift messages to instruct on-chain token transfers, helping the interbank network to be able to communicate across all blockchain environments. This will help accelerate the adoption of DLT blockchains and benefit various institutions across capital markets. And yeah, I think that this is awesome. I mean, if you are seeing this and if you are not bullish on Chainlink, I really don't know what else to tell you. We do see down here the partnership between Chainlink and Swift in cross-chain interoperability will help bridge the gap between traditional and digital assets for traditional finance institutions. He added Chainlink's native token is Link. And yeah, I mean, interoperability is a huge key part in the adoption cycle of crypto. Do I think that QNT and Chainlink are competing rapidly here or anything like that? No, absolutely not. In fact, I actually did tweet out over on my Twitter. By the way, if you guys are not following me on Twitter and Cash Official, definitely go do so. But I said, in my mind, Link and QNT coexist to create endless amounts of value for the entire Crypto Plus legacy system. And that's exactly what this is. I mean, I'm telling you guys, Chainlink and Swift is going to be a powerhouse behind crypto adoption. This is going to ignite adoption of DLT and crypto like no one's ever seen before. And I think that this is just the beginning of what's to come. And also, by the way, I leave you guys off with one last thing. I know that I said that we will be able to talk about, build and scale. It might just be another video on Chainlink that I might do, but I leave you off with this 2-minute long video. It's 2 minutes and 41 seconds, and the end game for Chainlink is for the network to provide all the data and computation that blockchains and trust minimized systems need but cannot produce themselves, clearing the path for a world powered by truth. Listen closely to this.
The end game is that Oracle networks provide all the trust minimized computation that blockchains and trust minimized systems need, but that blockchains do not produce, right? So blockchains will produce ownership, token transfer, state changes, private key signatures, multi-sig. They will continue to produce all of these computations in various collections of blocks, whether those blocks are on a main chain or whether they're on a collection of smaller chains connected to a main chain. And that is where certain core logic, certain transfer of value, certain key conditions through private key signatures will continue to become fulfilled. But then all of those conditions will continue to need more and more data, more and more trust minimized computation, and more cross-chain communication. Those are the first three big categories that the Chainlink network is focused on. And in many of them has a leadership position anywhere from the 60 to 90% plus range in terms of the value secured in a specific vertical or by user count. And this is because, well, we've invented this new form of consensus. We've pioneered it together with a lot of great academics that we work with from the top universities. And now it's kind of becoming expanded to do more and more advanced computations, more and more advanced data, and soon, relatively soon, cross-chain communication, which includes token movements, but actually allows people to string together those different contracts on different chains, much as I was trying to string together many different blockchain protocols into a single useful application many, many years ago. So this is not, I would say, a new idea for us. It's an idea that has formed on the basis of what is needed to build useful smart contracts, right? So our goal is to enable the larger industry and the world really to have useful smart contracts. And while tokenization is very useful, it's a very good beginning for our industry, I think it is probably a single-digit percentage point of the total value that will reside in the trust minimized systems of our industry, like blockchains and oracles.
And honestly, the future around Chainlink is very bright, but it would be completely disrespectful to not talk about the value proposition beyond Chainlink. Crypto itself is going to grow rapidly going into the next few years. The amount of money that will pour into crypto is going to be incredible, to say the least. When we look at Chainlink and what they are doing for, not only data, but also for this entire market, I just share with you guys this, and that is a Web3 services platform for Web3/trust minimized apps. Look at the entire ecosystem here down to the T from the Chainlink network to everything. All of this will be interconnected. Data is the powerhouse beyond crypto. Data is the thing that needs to be tokenized, that needs to be transacted. But also, when we look at data, it all needs to be able to communicate through one. Again, this is why I say that QNT and Link will both coexist, and they will do, incredible things on their own. To me, data is the big selling point behind Chainlink. Having that option of transacting data between one network to another is huge. Being able to message one or the other in terms of the value proposition behind data is going to be beyond what anyone can really kind of perceive, because data itself is not fully tokenized. Data itself is still very early on in regards to tokenization, and I'm very excited for the future around this. And I do believe that, when we look at data, it is going to become the new oil. It is going to essentially be something that is almost infinitely valuable. So when we actually look at this market, you could see all of the blockchain and layer 2s down here. You do see like Hedera Hashgraph, you see Algorand, all of them, plus hundreds of blockchains. And you do see it all being intertwined between the Web 2 and the Web 3 scene. And you do see all the money, pouring in down here, fiat, and even crypto. And that's the end goal here, is to have everything coexist onto one massive network. Now, obviously, they are trying to provide this in regards to Chainlink. I do think that it's going to be Chainlink and Quant powering the entire interoperability layer behind crypto. Do I think that Chainlink and Quant have their own specific use cases? 100%. That's why I do, talk about data here within Chainlink, and I do think, the rest of the market in regards to beyond data is also going to be intertwined between Quant and what Quant is focused on. So these two are big giants. They're big bets on my portfolio. And with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.